Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream, and I'm going to do your April the 23rd spiritual principle a day in a meditation. Let's go ahead and get into that screen. The title of this meditation, I'm sorry. If you need to reach me, feel free to do so at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Now, the title of this meditation is The Value of Our Individuality. We are mindful of our behavior and our surroundings without giving up our individuality. That comes from the Living Clean book, chapter 6, Moving Beyond Social Acceptability. Rock bottom means different things to different addicts. We come to NA in various states of unwellness, some more visible than others. No matter what kind of shape we appear to be in, we get here. No matter what kind of shape we appear to be in when we get here, we each find ourselves at the edge of our own learning curve. Although our minds may try to get ahead of us with all kinds of knotty questions, our journeys almost always start with going to meetings and staying clean between them. It may occur to us that we wouldn't have used with a lot of these people, unless it was their stuff, of course. No need to be rude. We can't imagine them using with each other either. But there they go again, hanging out in the parking lot for an hour after the meeting. We find this mildly troubling. As using addicts, we thought we could suss out any situation and be who we needed to be. Here, what? Am I supposed to be myself? That seems to be the idea. Yikes. In fact, that's part of our charge, to figure out who we are and to be that on purpose. In It Works, How and Why, we read about the value of our diversity and the rough and tumble liveliness found in NA. This rings true. We're told there's no one right way to be an addict in recovery. This seems reassuring or disconcerting, depending on our mood. We aspire to be as comfortable in our uniqueness as some of those eccentric old-timers. Like them, we grow secure in our own individuality and learn to express it in context-appropriate ways. Accepting that our value lies in being ourselves frees up all that energy we used to spend shape-shifting. We no longer feel a need to blend in with the wallpaper or shine like the brightest star. We get to be ourselves, each of us uniquely contributing to the lively whole. We don't need to fit in because we belong. Knowing that my individuality contributes to the liveliness of the NA fellowship encourages me to be wholly myself, which I'll do to the best of my ability. Amazing, huh? That is a powerful meditation. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of Serenity Prayer, please. Moment of silence now. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I do believe the value of our individuality should be obvious. However, it's not, because a lot of times when we first arrive, I know that when I first arrived, yes, I was impressed with the fellowship, or I should say the fellowshipping, right? I was impressed with how people would stand around and sit around and laughing and talking. And as this meditation suggests, I was very uncomfortable with it. What's anonymous about this? Right? What's so anonymous about this? Standing around talking to a bunch of people you don't even know, and hopefully will never encounter outside of this particular context. And then I realized that it was that fellowshipping, right? That joyful laughter after the meetings, because, during the meeting it's quite serious, right? People are sharing. It was that fellowshipping before and after the meetings that actually caused people to want to come back. Here they're receiving all the tools they need to stay clean. But not only that, they're being given new opportunities for new friendships that are far more healthier than the other ones that we had. People actually want to know my number now. They want to stay in touch. Back then when I got here, it was a beeper. Everyone had a beeper, right? But there was always the home phone, or the landline, as they would say. So things have a way of working itself out. I began to realize that I needed some numbers too. That piece of paper they gave me with about 12 or 13 phone numbers of women around the tables, there were some that I would observe them in the meetings and look at my sheet of paper while they were sharing and think, yeah, I'm probably not ever going to call her. I was very judgmental, right? And you know what? Based on what she had shared and what I could remember about her experience, strength, and hope, when I got to the point where I wanted to divorce my husband, she was the person that I needed to talk to. She had shared openly her experience, strength, and hope about marriage and divorce, right? And so I learned that eventually I wanted those relationships. Eventually, I wanted to stand outside the meeting and laugh and joke too, hang out too. But for every benefit, there's also potentially a problem. So fellowshipping became the only thing that I really wanted to do. And boy, did I fellowship. I found myself in some of the worst situations just because I was not working the program truly with a sponsor and writing the steps. So I just want to encourage you that no one's asking for you to come into NA, talk like us, walk like us, look like us. No, you get to be an individual. And in context, depending on the setting, you get to be your own individual in those settings. Now, here's the trick: being able to know when and what is appropriate, what is appropriate, where it's appropriate, and still honor your own individuality. Now, that to me is a bigger task, but one that is attainable with time. You figure it out in general. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you. I hope that you will have a beautiful day on purpose. I intend to talk to you soon.